everyone, and welcome to our mini story time. My name's Miss Grace, and I'm here in the children's department at the JCLS library. But today we're going to go on a bit of a trip. We're going to go to a different country. Now, the world has a lot of different countries in it, and those countries are in 7 continents. Now, can you count to 7 with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 continents. Now we're going to sing a song that's going to help us remember the names of those 7 continents. They are Europe, Asia, Africa, North America, South America. Then there's Antarctica, and don't forget Australia. 7 continents, 7 continents. Europe, Asia, Africa, North America, South America. Then there's Antarctica, and don't forget Australia. 7 continents, 7 continents. The country we're going to visit is also a continent, and it's Australia. Now, Australia is all the way on the other side of the world from North America. And it's also got a lot of really cool animals. A lot of them are called marsupials. Marsupials have pouches, like a koala or a kangaroo. And this song that we're going to sing is called Tiddalick the Frog. And this is inspired by the Australian Indigenous Dreamtime story about a giant frog who gets very thirsty. And let's see what happens. Tiddalick was a very thirsty frog. He started drinking water and he just wouldn't stop. He drank it all up. There was nothing left to find. His friends were so thirsty, what he did was so unkind. Then the wise old owl said, if we can make him laugh, he'll spill out all the water and then we can take a bath. They all jumped up and said with glee, if we can make him laugh, we won't go thirsty. So the emu tried to fly and the joey did a hop. Goanna sang some opera, but Tiddalick's lips stayed tightly locked. Kookaburra's jokes didn't help a single bit. Neither did Wombat or Bilby's super duper crazy tricks. Everyone was sad. Everyone was blue. They had tried everything. What else was there to do? Then Nyang the eel came out from behind a log. He jumped up on his tail and he danced around the frog. He wriggled and he jiggled and then spun around in a whirl. And Tiddalick's big mouth began to curl. And then he laughed. And all the water gushed out from Tiddalick's mouth and returned to its place in the northeast, west, and south. Everyone rejoiced. They were happy as can be. Now that the water had returned, they wouldn't go thirsty. Our book today is called Wombat Walkabout. Now, wombats are also marsupials, and a walkabout is an Australian phrase, like a term that means going on a hike. The author's name is Carol Diggory Shields, and its illustrator is Australian Sophie Bacall. Early one morning when the sun came out, 6 woolly wombats went walkabout. Let's count the wombats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They didn't see the dingo with the hungry eye. I've a hunch my lunch just walked by. 6 woolly wombats, walking one by one, passed a golden wattle blooming in the sun. The last little wombat, whose name was Clive, stopped to smell the flowers. Then there were 5. 5 woolly wombats, ambling right along, crossed the wooden bridge at the Billabong. The last little wombat, young Theodore, stopped to throw a pebble. Then there were 4. Let's count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 woolly wombats trekking down the track heard a kookaburra laughing like a maniac. The last little wombat, whose name was Lee, stopped to have a listen. Then there were 3. 3 woolly wombats, all in a row, passed by the wood where the gum trees grow. The last little wombat, known as Prue, stopped to pick a gum nut. Then there were 2. 2 woolly wombats, Jen and Jack, thought it awfully quiet, so they looked back. No little wombats? That's not good. They jumped off the track and hid in the wood. Along came the dingo, his tail a wag, and on his back a big swag bag. That swag was lumpy and jumping all about. That bloke's got our mates. We gotta get them out. Now wombats are diggers, so Jen began to dig, while Jack gathered armloads of sticks and twigs. They dug a great pit, wide and deep. They covered it over, then Jan began to weep. I'm a poor little wombat all alone, lost in the woods so far from home. The dingo licked his lips and said with a yelp, Don't worry, little wombat, I'm coming to help. Crack went the branches. The dingo took a dive. The swag bag opened and out popped Clive. Then the others climbed out. 1, 2, 3. Good work, mates, they said. What wombat glee. 6 woolly wombats, good as new, walked along together 2 by 2. Jen, Jack, Theodore, Prue, Clive, and Lee had a lovely walkabout. Then home for tea. And our last song is a lullaby. It's called Inanay, and it's in an Australian indigenous language that doesn't have an exact English translation, but it involves a goanna, which is a big lizard in Australia, being shooed away. And the words are Inanay Gupawana, Inanay Gupawana, A, Ola. Ola, 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 Yippee, Yippee, Goo-wanna, 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 goo-wa. Choo! Inanay Gupawana, Inanay Gupawana, Ola, 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 Yippee, Yippee, Goo-wanna, 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 goo-wa. Choo! Goo-wanna, 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 goo-wa. Choo! Inanay Achoo! Well, thank you so much for joining me and coming all this way. And just like that boomerang back there, I hope you come back for next time. Bye!